Offer me money. Offer me power. I don't care.
You know that having money is all about financial freedom, but having wealth is power. When it comes to wealth and being rich, the people who will probably come to your mind are Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg, etc. But what if I told you about the people and their wealth far greater than these billionaires, who made their millions and billions through organized crime and corruption? And people didn't even notice how much they made off of creating chaos. So fasten your seatbelts because this episode is going to be a crazy trip. This is the dark and infamous side of rich people, which is commonly unheard of. Number 1, the king of cocaine, Pablo Escobar. This name is one of the most infamous names of the criminal underworld, also known as the king of cocaine. This guy practically invented drug lord and mafia boss lifestyle. He had so much money that he literally had to bury it like the ancient time stories. The most insane fun fact about Pablo Escobar is that he lost around $2 billion annually due to rats biting over his money piles. This idea is so absurd that we can't even imagine having so much money that we wouldn't care about giving a few billions to the rats. New goal unlocked, right? At his peak, Pablo Escobar supplied cocaine to the 80% of the market of the world and collected about $420 million per week. That's about $22 billion per year. And guess what? His cartel spent almost $2,500 a month just for the rubber bands to roll the cash. But it wasn't just luxury planes, trips, and castles. Generating this kind of wealth through wrong means brought chaos to Colombia. He brought terror, and countless people lost their lives while he built his fortune on violence. This guy's life could be a Netflix series. Oh wait, there already is one. Number 2, Al Capone, the OG gangster, aka Scarface. This guy was born in Brooklyn in 1899 in a poor Italian-American family. He dropped out of school in his 6th grade and joined a local gang where he earned his nickname in a fight, leaving him with an ugly scar. He moved to Chicago and joined a powerful organized crime organization, the Chicago Outfit. He quickly rose to the highest ranks and became one of the most feared and respected gangsters in Chicago. Capone made a fortune reproducing hard liquor and beer. He grew his empire alongside his ego. He's known to be one of the most brutal and ruthless gangsters in history of the underworld. Just like the craziness of modern-day Italian suits, he was known as a fashion icon with sharp-tailored suits and sun hats. His net worth was around $1.5 billion at the time. He used to extort money from individuals, businesses, and even from labor unions, which left him generating tens of thousands of dollars. He owned and operated numerous casinos, gambling spots, and gaming establishments. He also invested heavily in legitimate businesses like restaurants, hotels, and real estate. He displayed his wealth with watches, cigars, jewelry, hosting lavish parties and events just like the ones you see on TV. There's also a fun fact that he was known to be a generous philanthropist and was often seen doing enormous amounts to the charities. His empire crashed as he was found guilty of tax evasion and was sent to jail. Love him or hate him, but his legacy continues to fascinate us to this very day. Number 3, Griselda Blanco, the Cocaine Godmother. Ladies and gentlemen, just like the fiction queen of the underworld, Teresa Mendoza, I present to you with the queen of real-life underworld, Griselda Blanco, known as Godmother or La Madrina. She was a mafia boss who smoothed her way into the male-dominated underworld through her wits and ruthlessness. Blanco committed her first murder at the age of 11 by kidnapping a 10-year-old boy and shooting him right between the eyes for not getting a ransom. She became one of the most powerful and wealthiest women in the cocaine world, that even the king of cocaine, Pablo Escobar, himself said that he feared and respected only this woman because of her sharp wits and cunning, ruthless nature. At the height of her career, she made around $80 million a month. Blanco was said to be responsible for committing over 200 murders, although she was only convicted of 3. Her empire was vast. About 600 people were on her payroll, and she was known for outmaneuvering her male opponents and for having the most ruthless tactics. She lived a life of luxury and managed to have an extravagant lifestyle that many people can't even dream of. As Underworld is never known for happy retirements, her reign came down when she was assassinated in Medellin in 2012. Number 4, Dawood Ibrahim, the Don. Alright, now let's move to the south of Asia. This guy named Dawood Ibrahim is an Indian crime lord wanted for involvement in organized crime, terrorism, drug trafficking, money laundering, and many others, you name it. He was born in Mumbai in 1955. His journey started through small thefts and smuggling, flooring his way to the most serious crimes, like kidnapping, extortion, and murders. He's also involved in illegal arms trafficking around the globe. His goons would kidnap people to get what they want. He's one of the most feared and wanted men as the Don in the underworld. He's the mastermind behind D Company, a global crime organization involved in drug trafficking, extortion, and terrorism. One of his most notorious crimes is in 1993, where the Mumbai blast killed around 250 people and hundreds were injured. This led to his chase, and he is on the escape ever since. Let's talk about the drama. It's often said that he's one of the people who control the Bollywood industry. He didn't stop at crimes. It's said that he's involved in extreme cricket betting scenes and has connections to all terrorists around the globe. His network extends to over 16 countries, and he has a net worth of over several $billion. So the question is, where is Dawood Ibrahim now? There are often rumors about his whereabouts, like in Pakistan, UAE, or even the UK. However, it's still a mystery. While this guy is making money and bringing chaos into the world secretly, who knows what else he's up to? Number 5. Ismael El Mayo Zambada, the mysterious drug lord. Ismael was born in 1948 in Sinaloa, Mexico. He is a legendary drug lord in the underworld of Mexico who was known for his cunning, brutality, and ability to safely escape captures. He is also to be terrified for his brutal tactics against his opponents, be it the drug cartels or government officials, as many have lost their lives in order to capture him. El Mayo is a founding member of the Sinaloa cartel. During his early days, he worked with Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. After the arrest of El Chapo in 2016, he became the head of the Sinaloa cartel. His cartel is responsible for smuggling all kinds of drugs, like cocaine, marijuana, heroin, and methamphetamine. It is suggested that he has a net worth of billions of dollars, which makes him one of the richest lords in the underworld. Number 6. Semion Mogilevich, the brainy Don. When it comes to being ruthless, who can forget about Russians? This guy is like the Einstein of organized crime, who's a Russian mob gangster with a brain of business. He's one of the most dangerous and wanted mob bosses that people have ever heard of. Semion was born in 1946 in Kiev, Ukraine. He rose to become the most dangerous lord in the underworld. He is popular in the underworld for his intelligence, critical and strategic thinking, and the nature to evade captures. He is involved in drug trafficking, prostitution, and in illegal arms trafficking. He is also accused of human trafficking. Talk about net worth? That is over $10 billion. Insane, right? Imagine this guy is alive and, well, is often said that he is currently under the Russian government protection, which is because of his brains that made him untouchable. Or most likely, he's the guy pulling strings behind while is on the top of FBI's most wanted list. Big brains. So, what about all these dangerous dudes that they have in common? Their money and extravagant life might be tempting, but some of them lost their lives, or it's made them living a life to run forever. That doesn't sound peaceful. Another question is, what made them this way that made their lives be like they can't even enjoy a movie in peace? Well, guys, that's it for today's episode. If you have any thoughts about it, please do let us know in the comments section. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share as well. Until next time.